the Cambridge Folk Festival.
Cambridge 105 Radio.
Folk Festival, it's kind of exactly the same as it was last year, only it isn't, you know. There's always something new within it.
Absolutely. Well, Linda and Alex had a great morning, a great start to it, and they spoke to Pru Ward, who came with her music students.
Hello. Yeah, so excited to be here. We did talk nearly a year ago now about an exciting thing that we were talking about together with the Folk Festival, and yeah, the dreams have come true today. Well, we haven't performed yet, but hopefully.
It's all going to be brilliant, I know, and you've had a really good time. Now, if you're here with, 4 students, and how many is there altogether in the group?
32.
Oh my goodness.
So we've had 3 days of quite an intense learning workshops, and we've had loads. Oh, I think we've had loads of fun, and we've created an ensemble out of completely range of abilities. So some children have never learnt an instrument at all before. Some are quite well established. So yeah, we've put that all together, and then we're performing later.
Is it yourself that's been teaching, or is there other people who've been involved in it as well?
Yep, so myself, we've got Jack Johnson, who I work with, and then Archie from the Lost Boys and everything. He plays and seems to play everywhere. And then Kate Griffins as well. So it's just been a fantastic blend. Musicians we've really worked well together. And created something really special, I think. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to that. A little bit of other things.
And I'm assuming that you're all from different schools, so you wouldn't have known each other before this? Is that right?
Yeah, we haven't known each other before.
And how's that been? Has it been great mixing with people of who've got similar interests? Lots of you piano players and guitar players and a couple of drummers as well. Has that been something that's been good?
Yeah, it's been really nice to meet loads of different musicians and talk about what kind of things they enjoy and what kind of things they like to play.
And you never know, you might spring a band out of this if a few of you get together and do it off your own back, you know.
Yeah, I was looking at Pru here. She's been in a few bands in her time.
Fred's House, notably.
Yes. And the Willows? Were you in the?
Yeah, I was in the Willows, and now in. Played here lots of times with the Willows, and then Fred's House.
But you combine singing and violin, don't you?
Yes.
So it must be nice to be able to sort of model that for other people.
Yeah,
to show how that it can work.
Yeah, I think it is. It's trying to. One of the there was a mixture of children who had only learnt classically, never learnt in any kind of popular music style or anything before. So showing them how they can then put those two together. You don't have to be one or the other. Actually, it's better if you're all things. And how you can use those skills. So now I'm whittling away in my brain of my next projects and how I can get them all back together and put them in different ways. So yeah, it's really cool.
And Julian, really important that the Green Initiative has been taken here in Cambridge Folk Festival this year.
It's quite amazing, actually. Even if you go and buy a glass of wine or two, it comes in a bottle, and you read the label and you find that's been sourced from some. It's not like some places where they say we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing the other. It actually is happening, and I think thought has gone into it throughout the chain.
And Ella Scott, the Folk Festival's environmental manager, told Alex and Linda about the festival's new initiatives this year. So, Ella, tell us about some of the exciting things extra for this year. I know, well, you told about them already, and I'm very excited. So maybe talk about the repair cafe first.
Yes, we are really excited this year as part of an idea to try and reduce the waste that we throw away, and also to improve that take-home message to people that you can fix things at home, and rather than throwing things away, bring it back and make the shelf life longer. So we've got the lovely Frank and his team of volunteers that have got our repair cafe right by the entrance of the festival arena. And so you can go over and take any things that have broken during your stay at the festival. So if your tent's torn or your sleeping bag's torn or maybe your glasses have broken or something like that, they even help you fix electricals. They are amazing. And to help you at home, they also have this brilliant map which shows you the repair cafes around the UK. So if you've got something broken at home, Frank
Look
will
out
help
for
you
your
find-
nearest
Yeah.
repair cafe. Now,
It's become a big thing, actually.
It
recently.
absolutely is. And I'm
Yeah.
so pleased because our shed is full of things to be nearly fixed and my husband is very good at he won't throw things away. He'll always
Yeah.
try and fix them, but he always says,
That
"I'll
can
keep
be a problem."
that." Like, yeah, exactly. I'll keep that for another day. But having a group of people that are willing to help other people, because sometimes it's a very easy fix. And I know that sometimes they have sewing machines and things for people to fix like a button or a zip or something, which is quite expensive if you go somewhere and get it done.
And also sometimes you might not know how to fix it, but it is
Exactly.
just a quick fix. So it saves waste and it also saves you money by extending the life of this. And we are really lucky at the Folk Festival anyway, where there's not a lot of rubbish that is left behind. So that's just helping that extra little bit.
Yeah. And I believe that Cambridgeshire actually has the most repair cafes in the whole country.
Yes.
That's
We are great, yeah, and you can see on the map as well.
Yeah, so that's something to be very proud of.
It is.
And as well as that, though, you've got two sort of related ones that you are very much you've pushed for, and I'm very excited about.
Yes, so we are also doing an iNaturalist challenge. So for those of you who haven't heard of iNaturalist before, it's an app which you can download on your phone, and it helps you to identify wildlife. So you can look at plants, invertebrates, even birds with it if you can get a picture quick enough. And we're trying to connect people with the wildlife we have in Cambridge, because we are so lucky. We've got chalk grasslands, which are basically the UK's equivalent to a rainforest with biodiversity in one area wise. And then we've also got an internationally rare habitat, which is a chalk stream. And we've got this lovely trees all over Cherry Hinton. So we're trying to connect people with the nature around wildlife, but we also, that adds to citizen science databases. So scientists can actually use your observations for research in their chosen fields. So it's fun. You get to learn about the wildlife and get to learn their names, and then you're also helping real scientists do their research. So it's
did
great.
you say it's a free app?
It's a free app you can download, and we've got a folk festival project that you can join. So there's a QR code in the program and dotted around the festival that you can join. And I will be doing an identification workshop on Saturday at Coldham's Common from 12 to 1, and that will be a chance you can use the app to learn how to ID wildlife, but you can also use ID guides, and I've got hand lenses, so we can go on a nice little stroll together.
So when did you say that's 12 till?
12 till 1 at Coldham's Common on Saturday. So it's a nice little gentle
And for
afternoon.
anyone, that's children, adults, anyone.
Please come along and learn the names of the plants and the bugs we meet.
So
Well, I could have been doing with that this morning because I had this bird chirping outside in my window, and I was going like, "What is that?"
Did you spot the cameo appearance, by the way, of Les Ray from
Yes.
Strummers and Dreamers?
He
in
tries
there?
to get in everywhere, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
it's kind of from the Alfred Hitchcock School of Filmmaking.
Some great new acts here. The Brothers Gallespie from Northumbria spoke to Alex and Linda earlier.
There's a really kind of unique sort of melodic tradition and ballad tradition in Northumberland and in the borders. And then I suppose you've got Newcastle, which is another sort of vibrant hub, and then you've got the Sage, lots of people doing the folk degree.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes,
there's a lot going on in different
Yeah,
places.
we've noticed that actually. That degree is producing so many really good musicians, and that we've noticed that a lot.
yeah,
actually,
in the
over
last
past
couple of
few
years,
Yeah.
quite a few people have met during those degree courses. Now,
Mhm.
obviously, being brothers, you didn't meet anywhere but
Oh,
home,
met
probably.
before.
But
Met early
have
on.
you come through any? Or have you just grown up playing music together?
Yeah, we didn't do the folk degree. We have lots of friends that did, but for us it was kind of a different way to finding the music, I guess.
Yeah. We
yeah.
found we used to play music when we were at school with all of our
Mhm.
friends. We were lucky enough that we had a culture around us that did that for fun, and then we found our way into various rock bands, and then took the scenic route to folk music in that sense. But yeah, we loved folk music from the teenage times as well. All the '60s folk revival stuff.
Yeah.
What we
And
used to listen to.
I understand that when you're writing your music, the environment plays an important part in the words and the thinking behind the lyrics. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, the word environment, if you mean just everything surrounding you, Definitely it was somehow, folk music seems somehow gentler. It's more in tune with, it's like more organic in the sense of, it's flowing with the river and blowing with the wind, and it's kind of, I suppose there's more natural sounds, natural metaphors in the kind of music that we would use. We're not really, the music is kind of, we're inspired by the restorative quality of wild nature, and that's something we love very much, and I'm sure that comes out hopefully in our music, because it's one of our main inspirations.
Yeah. And you're going to play a song a couple of songs for us. We're very lucky. What's the first one going to be?
Yeah, so we're going to do a song called Pilgrim Song, and in a way it speaks to a lot of those things that James was just talking about, and also in a way to the Provence connection that you're talking about. So this is a song in a way that arose from the experience of walking through Provence in February, just before the lockdown in early 2020. So a time of the year when there's not many people around, it's quite deserted. Sort of walking through this very dreamy ancient land and camping in the forest, and once or twice being put up by kind strangers. So it kind of the song arises from that experience. It's called Pilgrim Song, and it's I think in a way that walking, the sort of the pace of walking, and the way you sort of relate to the land on a different frequency when you're doing that is quite it's quite an important inspiration or a source of a lot of our music. So we'll sing you this song, Pilgrim Song, shall we? Turn that off. Oh, the sun is on the rise, sweet breezes blowing in the pines. I don't know what I might find over that far horizon line, but sure as I'm alive, I'm gonna go. Day is breaking in my soul. Silent mountain pine and oak, earth of ochre, evening's gold, kisses of the gentle rain, call my wandering heart again. Oh, will you pray for our sake, sweet Lady of Grace? I was blue, but I began to feel my way when I lifted my gaze up to your face. Sure as I'm alive, I'm gonna go. Day is breaking in my soul. In this dark and cracked and lonely place, how we long for the light of your embrace. And I'm a stranger passing through. Someday I'll come back to you. There's no gift I could dream of like the glowing lamp of love. La da 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 da. Time has come for me to go. Fare thee well now, kind faces of the road. The gift you gave you might not know, but it stays with me. I feel the embers glow. Sure as I'm alive, I'm gonna go. Day is breaking, breaking in my soul. Just strangers living different lives. Tonight by grace we cross the great divide. You welcomed me, you showed me to the fire. You sheltered me, you shared your food and wine. And evening falls like silver dew. Farewell, friends, I'll think of you. Golden in my memory shall each fleeting flower be. La da 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 da, dee 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 da 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 da. Oh, the sun is on the rise, sweet breezes blowing in the pines. I don't know what I might find over that far horizon line.
Such a beautiful performance. It was almost spiritual, wasn't it?
It was, and they're both relatively young guys, yet at the same time they're performing in a way which I guess folk music could have been performed 50 years ago, 150 years ago, and it's just quite, I don't know, captivating, haunting, and the raising of the hand and the near closing of the eyes, which I don't know, could take just.
And so much young talent here. Lily Lyons spoke to Julian and I and started with one of her songs.
Pull on my sleeve, your shirt dark green on my back. Flaked on my friends, I'm here again in the palm of your hand. We'll go unseen, can't say I'm not nervous as we dive down deep from this scratch on the surface. 'Cause I've been looking for something or somewhere or someone to be. Is it here, is it there, is it you, is it them, is it me? I've been looking for something or somewhere or someone to be. 'Cause it don't come easy for me to give and take trust for free. With my past and your luck and all the other stuff, surely that would be enough. Step in, step up, brushing off the dust in the space I make for you. I'll meet your mom, your sister, I'll show some resistance till you tell me don't, till you let me know that I've been looking for something or somewhere or someone to be? Is it here, is it there, is it you, is it them, is it me? I've been looking for something or somewhere or someone to be, 'cause it don't come easy for me to give and take trust for free. With my past and your luck and all the other stuff, surely that would be enough. My past and your luck, surely that would be enough. My past and your luck, surely that would be enough. My past and your luck, surely that would be enough. My past, your luck. But with my past and your luck and all the other stuff, surely that would be enough.
Lily Lyons, welcome to Cambridge 105 Radio and our glamping tent for 2024.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Start off by telling us what the name of that track was.
That is a song called My Past Your Luck that I released I think about 2 or 3 months ago now, as the final track in an EP that I released called Fabric.
Okay. I noticed on one website you're described as being from London and Cornwall. Now, I'm used to seeing artists around Cambridge claim that they're from London, but I thought that was a bit of a stretch between the two.
Yeah, definitely. No, I haven't actually spent that much time in Cambridge before, so it's really beautiful to be here.
Well, we're very pleased to have you. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from London and, lived in Cornwall for a while, lived in Somerset for a while, and now back in London.
How did you get started?
How did I get started in music? Well, it was... it started when I was 3 years old and singing with my grandfather, really. He was a fruit stall owner and he would shout a lot.
I was about to ask if you're from a musical family, but obviously not.
Well, he was very musical. He would sing all the time. We sang Cockles and Mussels together when I was very, very young, and he showed me a lot of the music that I know now. And yeah, a lot of music lovers, not a lot of music doers, but a lot of music lovers in the family.
That's fair enough. And what sort of music were you listening to growing up? Was it the normal set of pop releases, or grandfather and others bring in other artists for you?
There was a lot of Nick Drake getting played, a lot of Latin American music being played. Frank Sinatra was like a big thing for my granddad, like all the sort of jazz standards were always being played. I was really lucky to get exposed to some really beautiful music, and then I obviously was listening to the really embarrassing kind of X Factor lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the first gig I ever went to was X Factor on tour, just before we get to,
Because Nick Drake is a very famous son of Cambridge and went to university here. Riverman, you'll be familiar with, of course. I was wondering, there was one of the proms last night. There was a Nick Drake prom.
Yeah.
You went?
Yeah, it was stunning. Yeah, Jules Buckley, right? It was amazing. Incredible.
Enjoyed it, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it was, in tears all night. It was great.
What a talented young artist there.
And the voice as well.
Her voice was amazing, wasn't it?
Fantastic. It's wonderful. Alto-like. I don't know what's exactly alto, but it's just
Now,
really
Julian, you're just back from Ireland,
I am.
We spoke to a band called Frog on a Bike, a local Ceilidh band. What do you prefer? Do you prefer being in studio writing, or do you prefer being on the road and, folk festivals like this and meeting your fans?
Pretty much getting on stage and performing to a live audience. You can't beat it. It was the one thing which I completely forgot until it hit me from lockdown. We just kind of shut ourselves away, and the band did a few things in lockdown. We did our lockdown sessions.
Ceilidh over Zoom.
Ceilidh's over Zoom, which was rather interesting, especially as we put a certain telephone company to the test that night, especially when the broadband got cut for the village that we was broadcasting from.
Being out in the sticks is not good for broadband.
Yeah, but yeah, that first gig back that we played after lockdown, it was just the energy you get from the dance floor to the band. It's an invisible force, and it's so amazing.
No, I get what you mean. It's like, Steffi, I'm sure you'd agree that, we obviously continued during lockdown, but there's something about having a guest, as you are now, right in front of you, rather than doing it over the Zoom or whatever means it's done. It's just, I don't know, it's the personal thing.
It's just giving it that little extra.
Why do you think Cambridge Folk Festival is so special?
I think mainly because it's local. It's a local festival, and it's one of the best, really.
Much that, really. Yeah, Cambridge has international fame. Started off with just national fame and is now international. So if you play Cambridge Folk Festival, then your name gets broadcast out there.
They have a nice green room.
They do also have a nice green room.
What's it? Come, Paul. Come a little bit closer to the microphone. Yeah, but what's in it? What do you get in the green room?
What did I get in the? Oh well, we got beer.
We're going to go and find out very soon.
Yes, well, we're off at 6, so we'll see how far our passes get us.
We've got our own chocolate, haven't we?
We'll bring our own supplies, yes, just in case.
You can come to our green room if you wish.
Okay.
So, who are you going to go and see when you're here, if you've time?
Robert Plant. Ralph McTell.
Well, yeah, the drummer's very keen on Robert Plant and Ralph McTell. These two are off to Warwick.
Hoping to see Charmer Finches later, because I caught about 10 seconds of them at Gate to Southall while we were hurrying off to somewhere else we needed to be, and they sound really good, so yeah, I'd like to try and see their gig.
Okay, right. We'll let you do one more. Actually, 1.5. Actually, because I have a bit of a plan. But do the one first, and then we'll come back after that.
So this is Star and Road. So this tune set is called Star Above the Garter and the Road to Liston Varna.
Well, that's it from us for this evening, Steffi Callister and Julian Clover. We'll be back tomorrow on the radio from 2 p.m. and on YouTube at 7:30 with the highlights.
But for tonight, we'll leave you with Lorraine Nash, who played for Les Ray.
I am sharp, I am round, I am laying on the ground. I am wide, I am narrow, I am flying like a sparrow. I am down on my knees and I am carried by the breeze. I am somewhere in between, but I am all that I can be. I am lost, I am found, I have a weight I carry round. I am blind, I can see, I am weightless, I am free. I am stumbling through the dark and I am running through the park. I am somewhere in between, but I am all that I can be. And sometimes you might try, give it all you've got, and it's like all you gave got lost. And I won't break my heart in two to give half a heart to anything I do. I am silent, I'm loud, I am lost in the crowd. I am weak, I am strong, I am right where I belong. I am everybody else, but I'm certain of myself. I'm somewhere in between, but I am all that I can be. And sometimes you might try, you give it all you've got, and it's like all you gave got lost. And I won't break my heart in two to give half a heart to anything I do. I am sharp, I am round, I am laying on the ground. I am wide, I am narrow, I am flying like a sparrow. I am down on my knees and I am carried by the breeze. I'm somewhere in between, but I am all that I can be. I am somewhere in between, but I am all that I can be.
What a beautiful song.
Thank you.
So I kind of suspect I might know the answer, but why did you choose that as the title of the album?
I feel like it kind of encompassed the whole thing because I didn't really write the song or write the album with a theme in mind like a lot of people might do. And I think as it was my first album, it was like a collection of songs from way, way back. There's some of them that I'd written when I was 18, reworked and stuff. So I think it was really fitting and just encapsulated the whole thing.
That's what I thought. I didn't really need to ask. No, it's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And very, very assertive, life-affirming. Can't think of any other adjectives at the moment, but a great song. Yeah. So, it says here that a couple of influences, but Emmylou Harris, Gillian Welsh, who are two singer-songwriters that I really admire myself as well. And there's also mention of a couple of great Irish singer-songwriters, Eleanor McAvoy.
Yeah.
So who would you say is your biggest influence, or?
It's a hard one. It's always a hard one, and I always get this question, and I'm like, I should have prepared an answer, but I think it's such a mishmash of everything as well, because even I suppose what I write is influenced by all of the different styles of music as well.
Mm.
I was studying classical for a while.
Oh, right.
So, you know, when I write my string parts, I'm using that, or, you know, when I'm writing other parts, it's the trad, or there's a lot of country that I grew up with as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's everything just seeps in and you don't know what's actually coming out, you know? If I picked one big one from that list, it probably would be maybe Laura Marling, because that was one of the first albums I listened to that made me realise that I wanted to write my own songs.